Comes to question for I'll answer question number 1 in the name of Brett Hudson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what reports has he received about progress in improving New Zealand's external financial position, particularly in bringing down the long-standing current account deficit?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, the latest data from Statistics New Zealand shows that the current account deficit is 3.3% of GDP. This is quite a bit better than was expected in past budgets. Treasury forecast for the current account deficit for the same period in last year's budget was 5%, and back in budget 2012 they forecast that the current account deficit today would be 7%, and it's 3.3. Wow. And the 3.3 is significantly better than when we did have a 7 and 8% current account deficit back in 2006, 7 and 8.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Brett Hudson.
Thank you. To the Minister, what reports has he received on improvements in another measure of New Zealand's external financial position, New Zealand's net international investment position?
The Honourable
Speaker, the net international investment position measures New Zealand's total level of indebtedness to the rest of the world. That is, it includes households, the private sector and the public sector. The latest figures show that it is now 62% of GDP, down from 82% of GDP back in 2008. Of course, 62% is still too high. We want to see this falling further, and government can influence it directly through its own fiscal control and indirectly through sound economic settings that encourage investment, employment and exports.
Entry.
Order. 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 The level of interjection, and it's from both sides of the House, is simply too loud and disruptive. And Mr. Peters, when I'm on my feet, I expect even very senior members to also respect that. Supplementary question, Brett Hudson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister, how is growth in the export sector supporting lower current account deficits?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, the outlook for exports is mixed. Obviously, dairy prices are lower, and many farmers will be disappointed with today's forecast payout announcement. But other sectors, including other sectors of the primary sector, are doing pretty well. We're seeing good growth in horticulture and other agricultural sectors, and that's alongside growth in tourism, manufacturing and education. Despite the fall in dairy prices, total exports increased by over $1 billion last year. This, of course, will help our external balances.
Supplementary question, Brett Hudson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister, what role do free trade agreements like the Trans-Pacific Partnership play in boosting exports and supporting the New Zealand economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, if you want to improve New Zealand's current account deficit and net international investment position, then it makes sense to have a stronger export sector. And a key to a stronger export sector are free trade agreements. The Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement gives us better access to 800 million customers in 11 countries that account for 36% of the global economy. We believe the benefits that have been calculated are conservative compared to other free trade agreements, where, for instance, the benefits of the China FTA signed by the previous Labor government turned out to be significantly greater than what was calculated at the time.
Question number 2,